What is up, guys? In today's video we have another Inside the Mind style video where I'm going to walk you through my thoughts and decisions as I play in Fortnite Zero Build, and this is going to be the first one of these I'm making of the Most Wanted update. So we're going to talk a lot about the changes this update made and how that impacts how I play the game. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the Most Wanted update. I've been really liking it, and it's great to see like an update of this significance happening this late into the season. And also, if you do enjoy this video, remember to give it a like and subscribe if you would like to see more from me. We're going to be going faulty this game. So with the Most Wanted update, they added these different vault locations, which are really good. Not only do the vaults have potential for the new exotic weapons, which are really, really good, but also you're typically going to be max heat when you open a vault, and the heat level makes it to where you move faster and regenerate HP. If you're max heat, you move 25% faster, just as a base speed, which is a lot. And then also you regenerate all HP. You could be at 1 HP, no shield, and you will regenerate all the way to 100 HP full shield. It's really good. The downside of the heat system is that you get pinged to players around you for a short duration as your heat level increases. So it's really not that big of a disadvantage, but it can matter sometimes, and that's one of the reasons why it's nice to just kind of get it out of the way early on. Because if I open this vault and I'm just max heat from that point on in the game, I don't have to worry about like my location getting pinged like mid to late game because my heat leveled up. And then we also do get all those benefits. So I would highly recommend going to a vault location if you are comfortable fighting. They are really chaotic, but it's one of those things where it's like, okay, you have a chaotic early game. You either like clear the area, you get all the good loot, or you die and you go next, and it's really not that big of a deal. Also, I feel like kind of clearing a vault location in a way makes the rest of your game easier, because most of the good players are going to be landing here. So get rid of them off spawn, less likely to run into them in the future. Not the best loot. We got no shotgun, no hammer. That is one of the biggest inconveniences about this Most Wanted update, is just mobility. Because prior to this update, we had the shockwave bow, we had the Nimbus cloud, and we had the shockwave hammer. With this update, both the cloud and the bow were vaulted. And so the only real like good source of mobility we have is the hammer. And you know, you can get it at Oathbound chest. It's not the greatest spawn rate because there's a lot of trash on the Oathbound loot pool. Well, not really trash always, but like, you know, the Guardian shield isn't the most useful thing in pubs. The bird isn't always the most practical thing. Like, there's other things taking the spots in your Oathbound chest. And then also there was an NPC that sold it near the middle of the map that I would often rotate to after Faulty if I ended up not getting one at Faulty. But well, the vault's already open. My gosh. Well, that's not great for us because now we're not going to get the heat level I talked about. It would have been nice if I could have opened the vault. You also do get a lot of gold here that will increase your heat picking up gold. So maybe we'll still get to a very large heat level. We'll see. This is really chaotic. There's so much audio going on. I'm trying to explain what I'm doing. Also want to heal up. We would like to get the exotic Maven. Okay, cool. We got the exotic Maven. I think this is the best weapon in the game right now. It's a Maven shotgun that when you damage somebody with it, you get a boosted fire rate. And then in addition to that, it just has higher base stats than the Maven, which is pretty good. I think this gun is insane. And then with this twin mag, it's also just better than the base twin mag. And then when you reload it, you get the 0-point dash ability, which is really good. You can break these gold bars in this vault for even more gold, but that's not really something I feel like doing right now. But as you see there, this Maven just fries. Its car's pulling up. If you want to exit the vault, there is a hiding spot. We can go through that, and then we'll get teleported out. Or there's a computer where you can buy a rift from. We're just going to go through here. It's kind of risky, though, because if there's anybody here, it might be a problem for us. I was kind of waiting to go through it to make sure I didn't get, like, just immediately jumped on by that guy in the car. I thought he had left. GG's. If you're unable to get a hammer, though, I kind of wanted to talk about this, but a bunch of stuff happened. Impulses are usable. They're not the best form of mobility, but it's better than no mobility. And also, Slap Juice can be, you know, pretty solid with this update. Because of the heat level we talked about raising your movement speed, it is somewhat nice to just have Slap. You can go pretty far with Slap now. And then also, bunkers can be carried. So, like, one of the reasons why mobility is ridiculously important in Zero Build is because, like, if you get caught off guard or you get caught in a bad situation, you can't just build to survive it, you know? And usually you just use mobility to get out of there. And then mobility is also really nice for getting around the map quicker. So if you're unable to find a hammer, I wouldn't mind carrying bunkers just because, like, if you do get caught in a bad timing or an unfortunate circumstance, you could throw the bunkers down and then survive that way. This guy's just the GOAT. Holy, the best game I've ever played against in my life. And that's one of those instances. Like, if I have a bunker to throw down there, that's a different scenario, you know? Okay, cool. I was about to say, I think if I fight this guy in an actual fight, we won't have a problem. Between the Twin Mag SMG and the pistol, I feel like you can really go either way. I'm going to go with the pistol. You honestly don't need a spray weapon with this Maven. Like, one of the nice things about the Maven is it has a high fire rate, so you don't need a weapon to combo with it. I still like having a spray weapon sometimes, though, because the range on this Maven isn't the best. The pistol can be nice. Like, that fight there, having a pistol would have made my life easier, I think. And then also, like, if you kind of go on somebody and then they hammer away, your spray weapon can also be really nice for that. And another combo that works really well with this shotgun is going to be Shotgun Striker. The augment that makes it to where you regenerate HP upon hitting players with your shotgun. We'll get Storm Mark. And since the shotgun has a really high fire rate, you just regenerate HP incredibly fast in that instance. So it's just like such a brutal combo to deal with if you fight somebody who has a shotgun that has better damage than a gold Maven. Plus it shoots faster once you hit somebody with it. Plus that person is regenerating HP on every shot and they're putting out the shots incredibly fast. Like, kind of crazy. This is the most awkward player I've ever played against. Dude, what is this match? We're getting hammered on. I need to get out of here. All my stuff needs to be reloaded. There was another player walking around on the outskirts too. There's multiple people here. And this shotgun also boosts your movement speed. I'm actually full HP because of the heat. You regenerate all the way to full. And the shotgun boosts your movement speed as well, which is nice. But the main thing that makes it like busted in a fight is the added fire rate. Alright, we're full splashes as well. I didn't realize. I must have picked some up from that player. I really want to get Shotgun Striker. Because the combo is broken. The game does not want me to have it right now, though. The combo is too broken. Fortnite doesn't want us to get it. We'll get zero chance. That's another great augment to have, especially with this shotgun. You make the fight really chaotic as it is. And the 0 point dash is awkward to deal with. And everything does cost more gold now. But also you get more gold from everything. Like opening the vault gave us a lot of gold. And if you consistently land at the vault locations, you really don't have to worry about gold. But even just anything gives you more gold now. One thing you do have to be concerned about in this update is snipers. So they added the heavy sniper back. And it can one hit to the head. And endgame especially, it is difficult to deal with. Your game can be over at the slightest mistake. I feel like it makes playing endgame way more careful, and you just have to respect it a lot. Like the potential to get headshot sniped is there. You have to play accordingly. I don't know where this player is. That's why I just like went on that player. I like getting opening AR tags first, but he had his sniper out, so don't really want to go for AR tags versus a sniper. There's no flinch in this game really, so it's not like you hitting them really messes them up in any way. And then also, the fact that he had a sniper out, I would have gotten like an opening shot out of my shotgun that was good. We'll get a ping in 3 seconds from Storm Mark. Sadly can't do anything with that. He is a sniper, I think. What's this guy doing? Bro. Is it just me or did that car take forever to blow up? The exotic Maven is, or Red Eye is there. I don't really care for the exotic Red Eye. I think it's kind of overrated. It shoots explosive, which sounds broken in theory, but it makes it like kind of hard to like have a really good long range fight with your with your AR. Like a lot of how I use my Red Eye is just to kind of like pick people off of cover and pick people off head glitches and get that early damage so that I can push them with my shotgun. And the explosive one is projectile, and so it has like bullet travel time and bullet drop, and then also it explodes, so it can be difficult to really like get good feedback on like how you need to adjust your aim, you know? Like with the DMR you can kind of see, okay, my shot was like a little low, I need to aim up a little more, I need to aim more to the side, because you can see where the bullet goes. But when the bullet just blows up, it can be kind of hard to tell in those like really long range fights. We end up getting shotgun striker. We can just heal off that llama. Surprisingly, the llama does not proc the boosted fire rate. But now we're going to be regenerating HP for our shotgun shots. And I wasn't really too concerned about like holding that player in Storm at Faulty because of the heat level. Even at heat level 2, you'll regenerate all of your white health. So if I'm able to get in zone and not immediately get attacked, like we would have been able to just to get our health back from the heat relatively easily. Just by existing. The player on this hill, like I said earlier with the snipers in the game, you just have to pretty much respect every player that exists. And I feel like it just makes endgame play much slower because you obviously have the people playing off snipes, which are going to play pretty slow, but you have everybody else kind of knowing that snipers are in the game, so just making any sort of play at all, endgame becomes very risky. It's pretty tilting with like the rift augment in the game because, you know, you crack someone then they rift, and you want to kill that player. Like, I love shooting people out of the sky. But if you're just shooting somebody out of the sky that's not a real threat, and then, like, you get sniped for it, that stinks. I don't know where this player went. We don't really get Storm Mark anytime soon. It's 30 seconds away. We got 70 damage on him, not the most, but when you have the best shotgun in the game, I'm down for it. Gonna go and use that. We could have saved our splash there because of the heat level. I could have just been like, I'm not getting pressured here. We can just regen on heat, but just to be safe, we'll do that. Heat also pairs quite well with that Rift-Jector augment. I don't think the Rift-Jector augment is very good. I would never want to use it, but I mean, if you have full heat, you can Rift and then fly away and regen your health. Potentially regen some of it while you're flying. We have 5 opponents remaining. Kind of a weird zone for me, to be honest. I don't come to Shattered Slabs very frequently at all. Of the POIs on this map, this is one of them that I am like least familiar with. Like this POI and just like the surrounding area in general. Somebody over there is shooting a sniper. Like I said, I expect the end game to play much slower. It's kind of weird because I feel like for the most part, early game is super chaotic in this update, especially if you go to a vault location. And then mid game can be super chaotic as well. But I feel like end game is typically pretty passive on this update, with a lot of people just either playing off snipes or concerned about getting sniped. And like, even if you don't get headshot sniped, you know, someone bodying you with a sniper can still kind of ruin your game. You know, they 120 you after you were just in a fight with somebody. A lot of zero build fights, especially close range, you and the opponent kind of trade damage. It's hard to get like really clean kills in zero build sometimes, because you can't just decide your opponent isn't hitting you like you can in build mode. So if you have like a somewhat messy fight and then a sniper is just throwing shots at you, you can lose a lot of games without having much control over it. Like right now I feel very vulnerable. Not necessarily to this player I'm shooting. He isn't doing anything to me at all, but to a potential sniper. We get one more tag on him, we probably break shield and then I have 0 point dash. As soon as you kill somebody, as soon as you're done fighting, you want to just like break line of sight on where you were. I mean, that's good all the time to do. Just in general in battle royales, I feel like. But doubly so with one-hit snipers existing. Two opponents remain. Nothing on my storm mark, so we're probably relatively alone on this little quadrant of zone, but it's not really that big of a deal. Do you want to limit how many angles you're exposed to at any given time? There's just a shot over there. He's like over there somewhere. I'm not too concerned about that player though. For me personally, my biggest concern in game is not getting sniped. I feel like if I don't get sniped, my chances of winning are very good. Especially in a position like this. We have great loot. We have storm mark. The only like real unfortunate thing for me at this moment in time, yep, there's a sniper, is just the fact that I am not familiar with this area whatsoever, really. I think they're both fighting over there. He's gliding. I think he went in here. And the fire rate of that Maven is just ridiculous, and I'm regenerating HP on every shot, plus I'm moving ridiculously fast. It's such a brutal combo, and that is why I think it's very much worth going to one of the vault locations, despite it being a rough early game. You're going to get rid of a lot of the sweatier players earlier on in the game. You're going to get access to some of the best loot in the game. You're going to maximize your heat level, which gives you a lot of other benefits, and then also you get a lot of gold. I would just, if you do go to a vault location, try to focus on eliminating the other players first, and then I deal with the AI afterwards. That's why I land at the top of Faulty. I've always landed there. This game, someone did land at the bottom and quickly kill the NPCs, but if you're having to deal with NPCs, plus real players, plus like early game RNG, it gets tough. So I would either land not where the NPCs land, get your loot, kill the players, and then kill the NPCs, or maybe even just land on an outskirts area and then like third party the vault location. But that is going to be it for this video. Hope you guys found it helpful and informative. I tried to kind of just explain the mechanics of this update and how this update changed how I play the game as much as I could. If you did, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and let me know down in the comments what you think of the most wanted update. I already said, but I think it's one of the best updates we've ever had in Fortnite, and it's very good, and it definitely made the end of the season much more exciting than it would have been otherwise.